All right, let's take you to that breaking news now that we have been talking about here on Newsday this afternoon. A father has allegedly shot and killed his own son. It's believed this boy was studying with other pupils when his father arrived. Details were very sketchy earlier here on the channel. Let's go live now to Malungelo Booi. Malungelo, hello to you. What have we learned so far about the incident?
Well, that's right, Gareth. We're still at the school, actually Fred Norman Secondary School here in Ennerdale in Joburg South, a school that has all of a sudden, Gareth, turned into a crime scene, as you rightfully said, a father allegedly killing his own son. You can see this. I'm just going to ask my colleague, just for you to show you one of the things that we've observed when we arrived here. These are glasses. I suppose these are glasses from the car of this young man's father. What this Gareth can tell you is that perhaps he shot his son through a window. It's just something that I'm trying to picture, or I'm trying to piece together as well, this puzzle. It's also something that education officials as well as police are trying to make sense. One of the most important questions, though, here, Gareth, one has to ask is, how can a person be allowed to come into the school grounds with a firearm? We understand it was late at night, but how did it happen? Let's bring into this conversation education spokesperson here in Gauteng, Steve Mabona. Steve, I think the most important question right now is, how was the firearm allowed into the premises of the school?
Look, as the department, we don't want to actually go into the details of what might have transpired, because there's a police case that has been opened now. All those details, we are also interested as the department to want to know what might have transpired. Like as I said, the police came, they've opened a case, they've started to interact with the some of the witnesses. I mean, there's general assistant that was here last night. So we also, as a department, would like to understand what might have transpired. But you'll understand that this happened late when there were classes, extra classes that were offered to these learners. You understand that we have what we call improvement program, where we enhance these learners, when we prepare them for examination. So as the department, we came, the MEC was here just to convey, the condolences to the school, allay fears, and make sure that they are supported. Our psychological team was here, and they will continue probably to be here tomorrow.
Okay. One of the things that I saw was one of the pupils, I think it was the pupil who was with this young man. She was crying uncontrollably outside. How long will this support, though, last?
Look, this kind of a support will last as much as possible, because we normally assess the learners, how are they coping, interact with them. We know that professionals will then work very closely with them. We have a lot of stakeholders that we normally utilize if our officials are not coping. So we started the process today. We will continue to observe. You understand that this is a popular learner, was a deputy RCL, so it's quite important for us to be very close in the school, and hence we've decided to postpone some of the examination that was supposed to be conducted here today.
All right, Steve Mabona, thank you very much. Steve Mabona, Gareth speaks for the Education Department. In fact, few moments during my interaction with Mr. Mabona, we saw police leaving the school premises. Police have opened, Gareth, a case of murder, and we have been told that the 50-year-old suspect will appear in court tomorrow.
And Malungelo, we're expecting then, we've been reporting Panyaza Lesufi to arrive a little bit later today. Forgive me if I missed that. So do we know what time that's going to be?
Well, he had already arrived. In fact, when we arrived here, we're told that he had already interacted with some of the pupils, assuring them that everything possible will be done to give them support, because you'll understand that most of these pupils are actually quite traumatized, as I was saying. I saw one of the pupils, which I have been told was a friend of this young man. She was crying uncontrollably outside. So education officials were here to tell these pupils that they will remain at their school to provide them with the necessary support. You've also heard that, Gareth, that exams, that were meant to be written by some of these pupils will have to be rescheduled because obviously they're still dealing with the trauma of losing one of their own.
All right, so, Malungelo Booi, thank you very much indeed. He's on top of our breaking news story today. A father has allegedly shot and killed his son at his school. More